Hello everyone, just getting the stream set up and ready to go for our third session of D&D. Give us a few minutes to get everything running.
Connected.
Hi guys, the stream is live. I'm just logging into Fantasy Grounds now.
Awesome.
This is going to be fun.
Absolutely. See how mean the dungeon master is this time. See how mean the dungeon master is this time.
Are you guys all having a good afternoon?
Yes, ma'am.
You should ask this in a couple hours.
Yes, ma'am.
You should ask this in a couple hours.
I hope I put the right password in. Yep, looks like I did. Awesome. I hope I put the right password in. Yep, looks like I did. Awesome. Alright, Fantasy Grounds is up and running. In theory, it'll show up on the stream soon. There we go. Just a little bit of a lag. Should be on its way. There we go. Just a little bit of a lag. Should be on its way.
Is everybody here?
Almost. Still waiting for Matt.
Okay. Okay.
Do you guys get the notification on Twitch that says I went live?
Yes, I'm getting it on my watch.
Okay, just making sure the notification is actually working.
Yes, it pops up when you turn it on for Twitch. Actually, when you're actually at the receiver's end.
Awesome. According to the Reddit, some people were having problems with the going live notification the last few days. Yes, I've been reading Reddit on streaming advice.
Cool.
I've gone back and watched a few of the streams that we've done to see if things needed to be tweaked volume-wise and stuff like that too.
You have now a weird echo, just FYI. You don't talk that much.
I think I know why I have an echo.
You don't talk that much. Because you're in a cave with a lot of mushrooms. No? Okay.
I think it was because Morn's headset was loud enough. My mic was picking it up.
No, that is bad.
Is that better now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Awesome. Is that better now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Awesome. I will say watching other people play video games can actually be sort of relaxing.
Did you watch other people playing Twitch?
I've been messing around with Twitch a little bit, but when I work, I've watched video games being played on YouTube for a long time, so just using Twitch when I'm home.
Or you should
It's
like
interesting.
follow like live streamers, which means they are doing real live streams that are walking outside in different countries and stuff like this.
That could be interesting.
This is what I'm doing.
Are you streaming that stuff or just following those streamers?
I'm following streamers actually. One guy is living in Taipei, and you can see all what he's doing, you know. And he's going quite a lot around, and you see a lot of the country and how things are, and it's really weird sometimes. And he's going all the time on like conventions and what's the other word? You know, like when a lot of companies go together and
Like
it's not a convention.
events or...
Yes. It's like the last week he was at a car convention for like tuning and stuff like this. And he showed all kinds of different cars and tuning kits, and it was really interesting, honestly.
Cool. And the streaming is actually sort of fun because then when I'm talking to myself, it's not like I'm insane. I'm actually talking to myself for a reason. As long as I don't argue with myself, it is all good, right?
Absolutely.
Nobody answer.
As long as I don't argue with myself. Really? Really?
Absolutely. It's my husband. What do you expect?
Very true.
It's my husband. What do you expect?
Very true. I have been looking forward to this. It's going to be fun. Hopefully we don't all die.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him today.
What?
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him today.
I guess I should do a brief recap for those who are just tuning in. Although I'm pretty sure those of people that have tuned in are all us, but that's okay too.
It's just we should at least wait for like Matt and
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for him to get here.
your husband, then we could start.
He's here.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, Matt is here too. But he can't talk.
Oh, sore throat. Hope you feel better.
Yeah, Morna's on here too, so I think we're all good. Alright, so we've escaped our prison. We've escaped the prison area. We are currently in the caverns of the Underdark, trying not to get lost. Luckily, our healer is also a really good navigator, in theory. We think we're not going around in circles, but yeah. We fought some fungusy stuff.
And you encountered an elemental that just disappeared.
That's right, we encountered an elemental, but he didn't seem to want to get involved in the fight, which was probably a good thing. Not sure we could have dealt with that. And one member of our party has been having some really weird dreams to the point of nightmares. Poor old Zassler is almost to the point of being out of commission due to the nightmares.
Ethan, we can't hear you in Mumble, just FYI.
Hello.
Yes, now it works.
Oh. Yeah, I should probably turn off Discord.
Yep, maybe.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. The last time we stopped was basically when you guys stopped to... No, it was direct after the battle, right? Yeah. Right. I gave you all the experience points, and
It
basically-
wasn't quite enough to hit level 4.
yeah, unfortunately. Okay, all of you, the first thing you need to do, because you're stopping now, to rest, take away one of your rations, please. Take away one of your rations, please.
Okay.
And for Morn, I turned on my rolling. Actually, you guys can see my rolling, just FYI. And I found the thing where you can see in the combat tracker all enemies that are revealed.
So we
Found
can
finally the setting.
so we can see their position in the tracker. Awesome.
Yep.
That'll make life a little bit easier for us.
Yes, thank you very much for that.
Okay, I shared earlier the picture for the Underdark mushroom. Basically, just that you are reminded that you're in a deep cave and some mushrooms around you, and you're settling in for night. Do you guys want to do night watches?
Yes.
Yep, normal night watches.
Okay. Who are the pairs again?
Yep, normal night watches.
I was second watch. I remember that.
I think
I was second watch also.
I was
I've
first
never
watch
been in
with
watch.
Caratus.
I have
Okay.
not been in a watch before.
You were
have
third watch,
constantly
Ethan.
nightmares. Then the third watch.
Was
Do a
Sog and Ront.
Yes, do a perception check, please. Yes, please.
Perceive a lot, Sog.
And Ethan as well, right?
Ethan wasn't doing watches.
I thought he was.
He was doing nightmares.
Oh, I know he got nightmares, but he still had a watch assigned to him. Oh, I know he got nightmares, but he still had a watch assigned to him.
Maybe he was doing third watch with Sog and Ront.
I was pretty sure.
Well, Sock and Rond, do a perception check.
I was pretty sure.
Well, Sock and Rond, do a perception check.
Is Ront going to be able to roll a perception, or will you have to do that for since it's an NPC?
Just roll it twice, Sock.
And then And
Well,
then Ethan's tune, right?
yes.
And then Ethan's tune, right?
What do I need to roll for a stealth check?
Stealth is its own skill. It's usually dex based.
Okay.
Stealth is its own skill. It's usually dex based.
Okay. Okay. I need to roll those kind of behind the scenes. Actually, I can't roll it um out of the sheets of the certain people that you basically don't get alarmed through game mechanics who is playing shady games and who not. But you see at least the roll, okay?
So does
Oh.
that mean he failed his stealth roll?
Yeah, basic. Wait, let me think.
So does that mean he failed his stealth?
When it has dexterity 15 plus 2. Well, then it failed the stealth roll, right? Because it rolled 1.
Yes, 1 is usually an automatic fail.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so if his dex is 15, it means he gets a +2 modifier, so the 1 would technically become a 3, which would be a fail.
Okay. Which means you guys see Topsy and Turvy walking away from the camp.
Ooh.
And after a couple hours, you see them coming back.
Well, that sounds like some
But-
shady business.
But they sneaked basically. Actually, they didn't figure out that you saw them. And they think that you didn't saw them.
Ooh, I couldn't hear what he just said.
He said that it would only be the people who were awake that noticed him, so that'd be Sog, Ront, and Zassler.
Yeah, but well, the night ends, and you guys can either talk or not talk, or you can start moving.
Well, okay, so Sog and Zassler, are they gonna tell us about that or no? Okay, so Sog and Zassler, are they gonna tell us?
Or are they just going to confront them? Or are they just going to confront them?
Sog is typing, I guess.
Would have been a long bio break.
For 2 hours?
But
Yeah,
okay.
that was my question.
Well, some people need a certain spot to do number 2. It can happen. Well, it's all up to you what you want to do or not to do. Ethan, you need to talk about
Yeah,
press the
I'd be fine with telling them. It's up to Sog.
Sog thinks it's not suspicious, basically, and that it was just a long bio break.
Well,
and it's
they're
not
just
suspicious that they went in a group because girls tend to go in a group. Really? And it's not suspicious that they went in a group because girls tend to go in a group. Really?
well, they are siblings, and I believe one of them is a female. Yeah, one is Topsy, is a female.
Well, if they don't mention it to us, I'd say my character is going to get up and get ready to head out for the day with everyone else.
Okay, then you need to press the button.
I
Ethan.
mention it. I need to fix my push to talk.
Okay. Well, then the group as itself needs to decide what to do then. If you just want to let it slide.
I think we should just ask them and see what they say.
Okay, who wants to ask?
But that's just my opinion. I don't know what everybody else thinks.
I'm a little bit confrontational, so I would go with asking.
Okay, then I guess you need to do a charisma check, right?
So I would go with asking.
I'm still learning.
Is it charisma or are we trying to
Well, it depends on what method that I want to go with this. Yeah.
insight? I have a +4 to insight.
I'm gonna go with persuasion check. So I'm gonna ask him, hey guys, where did you guys go last night? And why were you gone for so long? I'm gonna ask him, hey guys, where did you guys go last night? And why were you gone for so long?
We just wanted to look a little bit around because we couldn't sleep.
I don't believe them.
So I rolled an 11 for insight. Does that tell me if they're telling the truth or not?
Hmm. How do I determine this, Kinney?
Does that tell me if they're telling the truth or not?
With their intelligence? How do I determine this, Kinney?
Let's see. Well, basically, it would be their persuasion against her insight, or their deception against her insight if they're lying.
I don't even know how to roll this with those things. I just have strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
It'd be charisma for persuasion and deception.
Which means I do a safety throw, right?
Yes.
Which means I do a safety throw, right? Well,
So they were not very good at convincing us that they
Nope.
were telling the truth.
So I know whether or not they were lying. So were they lying?
do I have to tell this, Kinney?
Based on the roles, she would know, so you have to tell her what she would know.
Yes, they you feel really strong they weren't telling the truth. Yes, they you feel
Okay, then I think we need to. So I'm going to tell him, hey, I don't think you are telling the truth. So come on. I'm pretty perceptive. Tell me what the heck was going on. I don't think you are telling the truth. So come on. I'm pretty perceptive. Tell me what the heck was going on.
they are really reluctant right now talking to each other. Do you need to make then a persuasion check, babe?
Yeah,
Anvil?
she's persuading them to talk.
Do you need to make then a persuasion check, babe? Anvil? They say no. There's nothing wrong.
You know, I really don't believe you, and honestly, you can tell us the truth. We're not going to be angry. We're not going to be upset. We just need to know what's going on for the best of our party because we want to get out of here. We all have the same common goal, right? So, really, telling us is the best way to go about this.
Well, there is a little bit more than we just got caught while we were out from our home foraging for food. Actually, we weren't really living anymore at home because they basically kicked us out of our village. And because we have a certain disease that turns us into monsters every full moon. And we can't follow the moon right now, that is why, but we think the moon comes soon because we feel the urge coming up to turn into these monsters.
Is that why you disappeared yesterday or last night?
Yes, just to protect you guys. But we don't know when we turn into the monsters what the monsters will do. That is why we walked quite a way just to make sure that they wouldn't come after you guys.
Okay, that's an understandable concern, and if you do turn, we will deal with it. And we'll do our best to make sure that no one, not us, and not you guys, gets hurt in the process.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay, and well, then roll a wisdom survival check, please. Okay, and well, then roll a wisdom survival check, please. Okay, what? How do you want to travel? Fast, slow, normal?
Normal.
While foraging.
Yes, I screwed foraging last week up. Actually, one of you needs to roll a wisdom survival check. And then I can determine if you are able to foraging or not.
Well, I have a +4 to wisdom. What do you guys have?
I just have a 10 plus 0.
The reason you are the map maker is because you have the highest wisdom, so yeah. The reason you are the map maker is because you have the highest wisdom, so
Don't I have a skill that says that I'm a wanderer, that I have the ability to look for food anywhere?
Yeah, but the table is basically entitled towards all of you and not. I'm not sure. How much do you can forage while walking?
Okay, well, I just rolled a 19 plus
Yes.
4.
Yes, you guys will you find stuff.
hopefully it's good edible stuff.
No, it is not. You just found a nightlight.
A nightlight?
Yes, ma'am, nightlight.
It was a mushroom that when you touch it, it creates a light. So that could be beneficial if when we have our next stop or if we go into a dark room.
Okay, we'll take it with us. So what else happens on our journey today?
You got basically this.
A tall tube-shaped bioluminescent mushroom that grows to a height of a lot and emits light in a 15-foot radius. Okay.
You saw my all my rolls that I just did. You're encountering an underground stream.
Okay.
This underground stream is. Now I need to do math. 30 feet wide. The stream is really shallow and is easily crossed. And you guys can basically drink and refresh yourself with water supplies. But since you don't have any, or do you have any water? What is it? Horns? Yeah. No, the water.
I have a pitcher.
Well, do you want to carry your pitcher the entire time filled with water?
Not really. But we have water that you just haven't dispersed to us that we've foraged.
I know, it's still in here. See there? You can see it in the real world. 7 gallons of water.
Okay.
I'm just taking it away when you ever run out of rations.
Well, I would assume that our ration packs would have containers for water in
Yes.
them, right?
The day rations is water and food for the entire day. That is why I just let you remove the ration packs right now.
So we'd probably keep those empty water containers to refill as we found them, as we found more water.
Yes, and just FYI, not everybody of you has just the little amount of rations. Anvil has 19 rations that she can share then when
No, I
you're
have-
running out.
I have 18 now because you just made us use some.
Yeah. Except Corrades, he didn't use his rations, he's still on 4. Okay. You're basically traveling. Nothing else is happening with the exception of you hearing a deep rumbling all around you. Like it's not coming out of the cave, it's coming out of the rocks. And what's his name? Holy smokes. Is he gone? Wait, I need to pull him up. Somebody's left or is just disappeared.
What?
One of the NPCs?
Yeah, one of the NPCs is disappeared out of my combat tracker.
What?
One of the NPCs?
Yeah, one of the NPCs is disappeared out of my combat.
Good luck finding him.
Oh no, there he is. Never mind.
Good luck finding him.
Oh no, there he is. Never mind. And Sharit, actually the drow guy, is looking really concerned around.
Well, he's a drow and he's used to being down here. I think we need to ask him if he knows what that sound is. Well, he's a drow and he's used to being down here. I think we need to ask him if he knows.
Well, he says that I just heard the sound once in my life when I was younger, and I was out in the caves with my friends, and we didn't thought anything about it. But a couple hours later, the rumbling got really loud, and a ginormous worm came out of the ground, and it was eating two of my friends, and I ran away.
Well,
Great.
crap, that doesn't sound good.
With one bite, basically, two of them just, as a whole, were just gone.
Okay, good to know. Something to watch out for.
Yep, basically.
Okay, good to know. Something to watch out for. All right, so after we refill on water and we've discussed the giant worms, can we call them graboids? I guess we'll continue
Well, it's not the
moving.
name that is in the in the monster manual. Okay.
But
Roll
that's what they're
another-
called in Tremors.
Yes, that is true. Can you please roll another wisdom check? The navigation person. Yes, that is true. Can you please roll another wisdom check? The navigation person. Okay. You guys traveling? Okay. You guys traveling?
So we're still traveling? Did we stop?
No, you're still traveling because I misinterpreted it last time traveling. I'm sorry. I'm just, again, new DM.
It's all right, we're learning as we go. Not a problem.
And you're encountering webs.
It's all right, we're learning.
Great, spiders.
Ugh. I mean, not all spiders are bad, but
Like your little pet?
I mean, not all spiders
Okay.
are bad.
All of you need to roll a dexterity saving throw, please. Okay. All of you need to roll a dexterity saving throw, please. Holy smokes.
Crap, I crit.
3
Yeah,
crits
so
in a
did
row.
I.
So did I.
Crap, I crit.
Oh.
Oh wait, no.
and a sneaky person screws it up.
And the person with the best dexterity is the person that doesn't hit it. That's all right. We'll untangle you, Schofield. The person with the best dexterity is the person that doesn't hit it.
Well, you untangled her and made sure that you didn't move the web too much, just to be sure that the owner of the web doesn't notices that you guys are here. You dodged the bullets and moved fast on. Please roll another wisdom check, please. Our navigator.
Oh, whoops.
No problem. No problem.
Just think how big
Actually,
the spider is when a part of the web can entangle a person.
You've seen
Yep.
the Lord of the Rings movies, right?
Yeah.
Shalom.
you're finding. Can you see what my results are? Really stupid question.
So it says GM table O2 web encounters equaled 3, encounter equals no encounter, dice equals, and then it's blank.
I told him to look at mine.
Yeah, or you can look at the stream.
You don't see these. Okay. Actually, you're finding a shelter for the night, which is really easy defendable. And you will get a long rest, and will be protected actually. And figures and stuff cannot really attack you overnight, because as long as your two orcs will not snore too loud, nothing will recognize you.
Alright, a good night's
We're still
rest.
setting up watch, though.
Yeah, we'll still set up watches, but a good rest is nice to have.
Yep, please remove one of your daily rations.
And what about Topsy Turvy?
Yep, please remove one of your daily rations.
The two siblings,
I'm just saying we need to keep a watch on them.
I'd say our people who are keeping watch would be watching them as well. If they show any signs of weirdness or problems, we can get them out of the shelter so that people can stay safe.
Actually, Topsy and Turvy say to you, we don't want to stay with you, we want to walk away.
That's fine, we'll let them do that.
Okay, there. Then while you guys settling down for the Topsy and Turvy disappear into the darkness. While you guys talk and chatter about all the situation you walked through today, you're hearing again the rumbling in the walls.
Yeah, oh man.
And it appears it is a little bit louder. And Sarith gets more and more concerned, and he's actually, you can see him how he's collecting all his things, and basically he makes himself ready to run in case he can.
Probably quiet.
Yes, totally quiet. But you can noticing that he's not really getting ready for the night. He's not unpacking like usually. Like, he's just really nervous.
He's anticipating what bad might happen.
Yeah, he's just scared to his bones just because of his encounter when he was younger, a child. It's understandable, I guess. Okay, well, during the night, nothing really happened, with the exception of Sessler. His nightmare's coming back. And this time, since he gets used of the same view over and over, he's starting to recognize things around him. And he's standing on the shore of a lake, as it appears. But he can't really make anything else out. And there is another figure running towards him, yelling something. But he can't really hear what the figure is yelling, because at the moment when the figure comes close to him, he's waking up in pure fear because the tentacles are wrapping around his throats.
Whoa, I have more than one throat?
I'm sorry, throat.
52.
The character must use his or her action each round to attack the nearest creature.
Yep.
Oh, great. Creature
You should
means anyone in the party as well as the enemies.
Which means you need to make sure that he's in front of everybody or behind everybody. Far behind everybody.
Oh, I've got something that'll deal with that.
Okay, it will
Excuse
be.
me, I don't plan on dying.
I'm not going to
over the
kill
next
you.
24 hours. Which means until your next rest.
Do we notice that he's like gone crazy?
No. You just know that he's really disturbed and he's walking around and is really like defensive against everything and ready to just snap back at everything that is just touching him or gets a little bit like, when somebody's
Wow,
moving
you
towards
just
him.
described me.
Oh no, you can talk. Yeah, it's more like this defensive attacking, like, like a wild animal pushed into a corner.
Maybe we should like tie his hands or something like that so he can't hurt himself or us.
Great, I've been reduced to a wild animal.
It's
We're
just,
gonna
I
have to
just
put you
tried
down,
to
Old
describe.
Geller.
Great, I've been reduced to a wild
Well, you have rope, you can tie him up, and the orcs can carry him again.
That's what I was saying.
I'll mutter a spell and burn off his arm. I didn't say anything.
But remember, when you go too close to him, he could be threatened.
Oh well, he's just a little tiefling.
That's what you think. I have a few spells up my hand. Here.
Well,
Wait,
Well,
maybe
let's
you
I
guys
have
provoke
a
him.
fist.
maybe you should just try and take care of him. You don't know what you will encounter during the day, right? Maybe the travel agent can roll a wisdom survival check to see. She's rolling really good. And it's really annoying.
No, it's really awesome. So we've been given
Okay.
a tip from the chat on how to deal with Teramaku's madness, and that is
Ooh,
knock
awesome.
him out and take all of his gold, so that he doesn't swallow it.
Oh my
Shut
gosh.
up, meanie.
Don't be, you
Be
know
nice,
who it was?
Ethan.
It was Sparrow.
It was Sparrow.
Even more.
Okay, you don't
getting into
encounter
that.
anything over the next couple hours. Please roll another wisdom survival check. And then a foraging check.
I like the fact that she's rolling really well. Ooh, blue
Yeah.
caps.
You find 2 days worth of rations.
Yippee, more food.
For everyone?
No, just for the entire group.
So it's just 2 days worth total
No,
for one person.
4-day rations, which means half of your group, or 4/6 of your group is basically covered. Actually, you guys can walk slower and double the stuff that you will find. But it's something up to you.
I'm still a
What
bit
about the
paranoid that we're
worms?
being followed, so I'm not inclined to say let's walk slower.
That, and I'd like to try and get away from this worm in the walls.
Are you talking this right now through to each other, or just
Yeah, we're
in
talking
this
to
story?
each other. In character, I'm saying that I'm not comfortable with slowing down. We know they're probably looking for us, and staying ahead of them is the best option.
Your healer concurred.
Is everyone else in agreement?
I agree.
Is everyone else in agreement?
Well, Eldred just says to you guys, actually, if it is one of those worms that she knows of, they're traveling faster than you and you can't outrun them. If they decide to come for you, they come for you.
I'm not so much worried about outrunning the worm as I am the pack of attackers that might be behind us looking for us. I'm
Just
hoping we
saying.
can avoid the worm as much as possible, but we'll see. I'm hoping we can avoid the worm as much as possible, but we'll see.
I'm only worried about what I can see in front of me.
Yeah, you should
Actually-
be worried about me.
the next couple hours, you're walking through what appears a muck pit. It's like 3 foot deep of slimy muck, and the terrain is a real difficult terrain. And you have, you feel quite disadvantaged and look around if something is coming around the corners and tries to attack you. Because it is not a nice terrain to walk or run.
I put Zadler down on the ground and drag him by the foot.
Okay, Navigator,
And I use
roll
Eldritch
another.
Blast against you.
Don't do it. Roll another check, Anvil. Oh, finally! Oh, finally!
What did you roll, Papa?
You're encountering a steam vent, and you all need to roll in the dexterity saving throw. Basically, you need to click on the little S right of your dexterity.
I don't have one of those.
A dex? Yes, there's a little S on the side.
It's on the main page under Dex.
But I have no S.
No, you click on the dice on the left-hand side of it.
Yeah, you can double click on the dice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice crit. Several people, nice crit.
Yeah, the crits
And I
are
tripped
good.
over my own 2 feet.
Yes, and you fell straight into your with your face into the steam
Steam
vent. And you're taking 90 damage. No, not 90.
I was gonna
63
say
damage.
90.
63 damage.
Okay, so I'm dead.
Yep. And Corrades is the same way, stumbling.
I'm hoping
And
it's
he's-
9 damage for me and 8 damage for him. Otherwise, you just
No,
killed.
it is 7 2d6, which is 7 times 2d6, right?
No, you roll a.
See, I can share. I share this, which means it's 7 times 2d6, and it's 7 plus 2d6, right?
That's weird.
I'm just saying it how it's sitting there. Actually, according to math that I know, it's multiplication. Well, you have
Well,
a
you
healer
just
that
killed
can
your-
pick you up.
Well, no, you've actually killed us.
Yeah, that's 7 plus 2d6.
Okay,
They're
then
not
let's
doing
just say
algebra in this. Because otherwise that would kill like a level 20 character.
Yeah, because the
Yeah,
way
okay, then
death
let's-
works in this game, if you go double your hit points negative, it's insta death. So you just killed us both.
Well, I
Congratulations.
just put there a plus. I'm sorry, I just
It's insta death. So you just killed us. It's okay. Just
I put there now a plus in, which means for Kinney she got 16 damage and Corrades got 15 damage.
okay. That's more reasonable. That we can heal from.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Most likely there is a plus missing, but you see it. It is really weird written.
Yeah, there's
I
got.
looked at it again. There's a plus there now. Oh,
I just changed the document. I can unlock it and change the text, and I just did it. Now it's 7 plus. Again, I'm just learning.
It's all right.
You all look at each other and you feel that you dodged a bullet there. Please roll another travel check. And then a foraging check. Okay. Well, you travel good and you forage good. Let's see what you catch. Ooh. You found good stuff. You
8
found
days of ration.
Ripple Barks, yes. You found 8 days of rations and 8 gallons of water.
And it says +6. So is that 8 times 6? Or 8 plus 6? So is that 8 times 6? Or 8 plus 6? Okay, because it doesn't say here.
Yeah, I know, it's just the next roll that's basically.
Okay, because it doesn't say here.
I'm not sure why it's don't telling 9, but. This easy fix. Actually, you are currently walking. I keep just this in my loot dispersing sheet. Then I don't have to decide who gets what. You have right now 16 extra day rations and 16 gallons of water. And 1 night light, just FYI. And it's all the time safe, which means I can't lose this somehow. Okay, you're arriving at your evening rest position.
Okay, well, we need to set up watches again, like usual.
While you're doing this, the rumbling is. You hear again the rumbling, and it appears the rumbling just moves towards you guys when you are not moving. And it gets again louder.
That's not nice.
Alright, so I rolled one of my hit dice to recover some of my life.
Well, we take a rest, so
Yeah, she just can't use one of her large heals and anyways gets it back.
I
Well,
thought
I'm not
whenever
sure.
we do a rest, it recovers anyways.
Yeah, if we manage a long rest, but if we get attacked in the middle of it, we won't get the health back. So
Oh.
I used a hit dice, which is basically a free heal when we're resting, to get some of my health back just in case.
Can you explain this to your husband how to do it, or are you just able to do this?
Everyone
do you-
has hit dice. On the bottom of your main page of your character sheet, it says HD, and then it has like a little dice symbol, and you just double click on that. Each level you earn 1 hit dice back, essentially. So I had 3, now I have 2 left. But you roll it, and it gives you some hit points back.
Cool.
Well, but I could also just heal. Even with the short rest, I get my things back, right?
Yes, but you need to roll then this 1d10 that you can figure out how many of your charges you get back.
I thought you told me, but if I use a spell, then I don't have to do that, right?
Yeah, if you use one of your spells, you don't have to use the staff.
Yes. It's up to
Okay.
you.
Well, I'll use a spell.
Well, Corrades has still 2 and Kinney has 9 health. Or maybe you see it.
Yeah, I see
Nine
it.
damage. Not 9 health.
Yeah, 9. I'm sorry. It's just really weird. You have 9 damage. And Corrades has 2.
So I can't target Kinney though, because we're not. So can I just roll it and then you'll apply it to her? So can I just roll it and then you'll apply it to her?
Wait. No, you should.
Looks
Just
like
turned on
Karatis is
combat.
targeted right now.
Yeah.
Looks like Karatis is targeted right now.
Yeah.
Target Kitty combat tracker. Untarget me. There you go.
Okay, got it. Okay.
But you need to heal him. Oh, you did. That's weird. The healing never went through with him.
You just cast it.
Okay, so Kinney is healed.
I've got 2 damage. That's cool. Now we can
Okay.
take our watches. I've got 2 damage. That's cool. Now we can take our
Yeah, you all got a long rest. And again, Tipsy and Turvy disappeared again just because they wanted to be sure. But you could hear over the night loud screams coming, echoing all through the caves.
Mm.
And in the next morning, Tipsy and Turvy coming really exhausted back. And they appear, they want to rest today.
Well, I wonder if they turned and attacked the people who are following us.
Well, unless they have memory of what they did. Probably don't need to know that.
You want to ask him?
Unless they have memory of what they
Yeah, let's ask.
You want to ask him?
Well, they're basically kind of like werewolves. They turn into what are they? Were gnomes, and they will not recollect anything. What they did. They have basically a blank line from the last night, but they are appearing really exhausted and reluctant to walk today.
So Sog can carry one, and I can carry the other one.
They don't want to do that. They want to sleep and rest.
But
Cool.
when they
Rest on
sleep
our
and
back.
rest, when we're not moving, we already know that the worms come closer to us when we're not moving.
Well, it's your decision what you do.
I say leave them.
No, there's strength in numbers. We just need to. We need to move slowly, I guess.
They haven't helped us yet.
Well, we don't know that. If they attack the people who are following us, then it did help us. Well, we don't know that. If they attack the people who are following us, then it did help us.
They're part of the group to help us get out. So ask them why they don't want to be carried. They can still rest on our backs.
They want to have a good night's. Actually, we want to have a good night's rest. We understand you want to carry and move on, but we will not sleep, and we don't know what will happen then with us when we can't sleep and rest from whatever happened to us.
But if we don't keep moving, then the worm that potentially could eat us all gets closer.
This is a chance we want to take.
If what the Drow was saying, they'd have us already if they wanted us.
I don't necessarily know that I want to lose a day's travel, but I don't want to leave them behind either. I don't necessarily know that I want to lose a day's travel, but I don't want to leave them behind either. I'll go with it, whatever the consensus is, though.
Okay. So everybody put a 1 in the chat if you think we should keep moving, or put a 2 if you think we should stay.
Okay, I have 3 1s and 2 2s, which means the deciding factor is Kinney.
Oh, goodness.
You basically
what
can
to
put it
do.
into a draw or into we move and leave them behind, right?
Come on, Kenny. You know what to do. Strength in numbers.
My thought is definitely strength in numbers, but I don't want to lose a day of travel. That's a problem. My thought is definitely strength in numbers, but
Because we do have limited rations.
Actually,
And they know about the thing that's going on at the.
So it's a 2 because I rolled a 16, which is an even
Yes.
number. And so, yeah, I put it in a tie, which doesn't help anybody at all.
Well, ties all the time.
I put it in a tie.
I'm rolling it a dice basically now. Even number means it adds to the even, uneven means it adds to the odd, okay? Is everybody in agreement of this, or do you
Sure.
want to talk more about this?
I'm
I
fine with it. Leave it up to the dice, as long as we get to see the roll. I'm fine with it. Leave it up to the dice, as long as we get to see the roll.
For crying out loud. Oh. Here, look, you can see. Clicking on the random number. It was a random roll.
So even, so I guess we stay.
Okay, while they rest, you guys walk around and forage. Can you please roll a wisdom check? Then we see if you forage.
Wisdom check or survival?
It's wisdom.
Everybody?
Wisdom survival, I'm sorry. No, just for your highest person.
Oh, so just for,
I'm doubling it, just or triple. Let's triple it. I'm doubling it, just or triple. Let's triple it. Well, you find stuff. Let's see what you find. You find blue caps, 15 rations. I'm multiplying this by 3, just. You find blue caps, 15 rations. I'm multiplying this by 3, just.
rations are awesome. Rations are awesome.
Actually, during the entire day, you can hear like really loud voices echoing through the caves, but they don't appear coming closer or getting further away. But they are followed by a short and loud battle sound.
the the worm.
They're fighting something and they're getting closer.
You don't know if it's getting closer or not. You can't really hear it.
Well, if we
It
can hear
appears-
their voices, we know that they are closer to us because we can hear them where we couldn't before.
Yep.
So yeah.
But it comes not from the direction behind you guys, it comes from the direction in front of you.
So we rested up a day?
Yes. Which means you're sleeping through the night. And Sessler has another nightmare. And this time he tries to basically fight because he's realizing it is a dream. And he wants to know what this figure that is running towards him it's yelling at him. And he can finally understand one word, and it means run. And then he wakes up.
So, what's my madness this time?
Well,
What's my madness this time?
Great.
Okay, well, I can't help you guys anymore. Rip.
He's crazy for the next 24 hours.
It's
well,
alright.
I think
But he can't tell you the run.
Now I can
right
drag him by his foot, and he can't do nothing.
well, because we lost a day, I think we need to pick up our speed today. We were
think you're
able to
right.
forage some extra stuff, and yeah.
Yeah, when you travel fast, you can't forage. Just FYI.
Right. Well, we got an extra thing of foraging on the day that we lost. So I think we need to pick up our speed for the day. That's just me.
Okay.
What does
Then-
everyone else?
So I got a question. We're deleting rations as we go. Do we get to add the rations that we just found?
Yeah, no, I have them in a party sheet. Disbursement. As soon you guys running out, I will deduct them then in the dispersing sheet.
Okay, so we need to deduct one for that night, right?
Yes, exactly, for you guys. I make a picture just to and send it to the Facebook group chat just to see what I mean. I make a picture just to and send it to the Facebook group chat just to see what I mean.
Yeah, he has a list on his screen where it has everything.
You can see it there. Basically, top right square, there's the stuff that is not given out to each other. Or it's not like okay, then roll a wisdom survival check, please. Card person. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It appears you walking into a boneyard. Actually, everywhere are bones and
We tell
you
China
have
bones.
yeah, like piles of bones, like dead animals. It's littered with countless of bones of various creatures, and you can't really.
I was trying to see if I could figure out what killed them, but I'm guessing I know they're dead and that's about it. I was trying to see if I could figure out what
Yes, you can't really determine if it is a natural graveyard or the lair of a fearsome predator.
Maybe the dang worms.
You don't encounter any enemies, but you have the feeling that things are looking at you. Okay, roll another survival check, please.
We're subtracting a ration. So
Well,
next
we
time.
weren't stopped right there.
Yeah,
It's
that
just-
wasn't
okay.
a night break. It was just something we found during the day. Yeah, that wasn't a night break.
You're walking again through a muck pit. It is just again. You should pay attention to Zessler that he has at least his head up. Just FYI. Okay, roll another wisdom survival check. And you encounter another boneyard.
Even with an 18?
No, the wisdom check has not just something to do to tell me how smart you are to working the map.
Okay.
Basically, are we going around in circles or not?
Yep, basically. And again, there is nothing really alive around, but you can feel things are watching you. And you're arriving at your night's rest.
Okay, so I will reduce my inventory by 1. We're setting up watches. Okay, so I will reduce my inventory by 1. Hopefully we went really far since we were traveling faster.
Depends.
Hopefully we went really far since we were traveling faster.
I'm out of rations.
I'm out of rations.
Well, that was my last ration that I just used.
Yep.
I'm out of rations.
Are you sure? It shows me still 2 or still 1 for you guys.
I
You use the last one?
I deleted the number and tried to put a 0 in there and it won't take the 0.
Okay.
I deleted the number and tried to put a 0 in there and it won't take.
Can you
I'm just down to
Anvil?
1.
Yes. Can you just wait, there are 5 other players.
I'm just down to 1.
Can you put your rations down to 3 and everybody adds puts it to 3 too, that everybody has now 3 rations? Except the
Thank
person that
you.
has a Schofield and Zessler. Sessler, put it to Ethan, put it to 3, your rations. Yeah, you hear again the rumbling, but it don't appears really louder. It appears to going around you now. Actually, it's like it sounds you. It circles now. Actually, it's like it sounds you. It circles now.
It's like the band Ghost Cersei video.
Well, we've set up our watches, so we'll watch our normal routine through the night and just keep our eyes and ears open for that giant worm.
And still keep an eye on Topsy and Turvy, though I assume they've already had their switch.
I think so too.
Yeah, they're feeling way more calmed down, actually. More open, and really grateful that you didn't abandon them. More open, and really grateful that you didn't abandon them. Okay. During the night, nothing really happened, with the exception of the poor warlock having the same dream. But this time he managed to go again longer. And this time the person says basically, while it's passing, run, he's coming. And you see a ginormous shadow coming out of the water. And then you wake up. Let's see how crazy he wakes up, huh? Let's see how crazy he wakes up, huh? This is something that you guys shouldn't see, just FYI, but I had to turn it on. But it doesn't matter. When you have a fight, I would have anyways to say to him. Well, do you want to travel again today? Or resting, or I don't know.
I
Traveling.
want to travel. What speed do we want to go? I think we should. We're now down to just 3 rations each. That's only enough for 3 days. I think we need to go normal speed and forage.
You have 31 rations left, which means you have 8 rations each. How about you just type in 8 for now? Or, yes, add 5 more rations and then I can delete them out of the...
Well, there should still be 1 left over then.
Yes, I know.
Alright, 8 days of rations. Got it?
Sessler, Sorg, you too. Okay, then roll your wisdom survival check, please. And normal speed. Okay.
Well, that was dumb. And then I need to roll the foraging one too.
Yeah, we can roll this in one of the 3 rolls. Actually, you're encountering again a mug pit, which you're getting really dirty slowly. Okay, roll another wisdom survival check, please. You're really rolling crappy, right? Oh, you're encountering another Steam event. And Corrades and Kinney look in each other's faces and just gulp.
Do we need to roll anything?
Yes, a dexterity saving throw, please.
I want to try athletics, which is the strength saving throw.
It says dexterity saving throw.
Unless his character has a bonus that lets him do
Okay.
strength instead of dex.
Well, I don't have.
Oh, I did a check. Let me do a save.
Okay. Yeah, you need to talk more, Scorefield. Because Kinney's mumble does not like people that don't talk.
Oh yeah, if you're idle, it'll move you.
It keeps on doing check, not save.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So can I do the
Okay.
athletics or do I have to do a dexterity?
Do you have any skill that does you let's do?
Well, athletics, I can
Ethan, stop rolling
You
notes,
did
yeah?
paladin,
Okay.
right? Let me check.
Ethan, stop rolling
You
notes,
did
yeah?
paladin, right? Let me check. I am looking at the character sheet. It doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't say that he could use strength instead of dex.
All right.
Yeah, it doesn't say that he could use strength instead of dex. I know there are classes that I know like monk can use dex instead of strength, but I know there are classes that I know like monk can use dex.
Well, he had a pretty good roll.
Oh yeah.
Well, he had a pretty good roll.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay, who gets hurt? Anvil? I just let you guys roll it. Can you roll do 2d6? Sock 2d6. Sessler 2d6. Yep, that's it. Right click on the d6s and choose 2. Yep, that's it. Right click on the d6s and choose 2. Sessler, you too, Ethan.
What?
You need to roll 2d6s, please.
How? Oh, you
Right
get...
click on the
Doesn't
d6.
people have resist to fire?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I have resist to fire.
That's right.
Yeah, it can't hurt me. Oh yeah, I have resist.
And
Resist
14
would
for
mean
Sessler.
half.
Yeah, it can't hurt me.
No, she's completely immune.
Resist would mean half.
Fire damage can't hurt her anything.
Oh, because the dragon.
Yep.
Resist 9999999.
It's just because it automatically, when we combat and something in fire attacks her, because I just can put a resist and a complete immunity to something. That is why I gave her just so much 999, and I think it's really impossible that something can roll that high. Okay, you walking through there, and 2 of you get hurt again. Roll your wisdom survival check now again. Map bearer. Okay. You're going in through a small cave entrance, or you're walking towards a door.
Alright, I think we need someone to scout ahead and take a look in that door.
Who wants to do that?
I'll do it.
Alright, take a stealthy peek, Schofield.
That's perception.
Alright, take a stealthy peek, Schofield.
Dexterity. It's if you go to your skills, there should be a stealth, and then you double click on the thing.
Oh, stealth. Okay, got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who?
Got it.
Nice.
We don't even know she's there. We don't even know she's there.
You see 5 Fomorians standing and walking around, and you see a lot of dead goblins that are their bones are eaten off.
Well, we don't
And-
really. We don't want to go behind us. We're being chased by a worm. Our only choice seems to be through these guys.
Damp eyebrows.
Well, those guys are tall, hulking figures. And Eldrith walks up to you guys and said, "We shouldn't fight them. Maybe we can reason with them."
Reason?
What do you know about them, Eldrith?
Actually, they are kind of when you reason with them and you want to pass, you can ask them if you can pay them at all, and then they usually let you pass.
What
Because-
type of... Oh, keep going, sorry.
Because these guys are constantly hungry and they just basically want just one thing and one thing only:
And what is that?
food. Especially, it appears they ran out of food.
Food as in people, or food as in stuff we're carrying?
Well, first the stuff, we can offer them the stuff that we're carrying. When we fight them, they will eat us when they win.
We
This
don't
is true.
have a
I
lot
will
of
eat
food.
them.
Is it worth offering them every bit of food we have in hopes that they let us pass?
No.
Or should we just deal with them now?
I eat Dro. I'll eat these. Whatever.
We don't know how strong these things are.
I've already died 3 times. I don't care.
These guys actually,
The thing is,
they are 13 feet tall, approximately 1,000 pounds heavy, and they are not joking. Actually, Eldrith
I've
says,
never had intimidation issues here. I don't
I'm-
care if you're
I'm just saying,
3
actually,
inches tall.
they can wipe out armies if they want to, if there are a lot of them. And this is quite a large group.
the problem I have is if we offer them all of our food, we have nothing. If we don't find anything, we starve. We either attack now and risk imminent death, or we give them everything we have and die slowly on the trail.
I say we should offer them half of what we have.
I am an orc, and I could die in battle just fine.
We know you can.
All right, I will offer them half and see if they'll take it. If not,
So there's like different entrances.
Yeah, basically, your lower right corner, you go. Well, there are 2 entrances. You're right. You can try to sneak by.
Yeah, can we sneak by into that one to the east?
Sure, if you want to try it. But if they catch you, then there will be a battle. Then there is no reasoning because they don't like to be like sneaks behind their backs.
Yeah, I don't trust myself and sneakiness, so
do you want me to approach them and offer them half of what we have?
Okay, if yes, we should offer half of what we have, put a 1. If no, put a 2. If yes, we should offer half of what we have, put a 1. If no, put a 2. Ethan, what does KQ2 mean?
I think he's still speaking in
1.
demonic or whatever.
oh shoot, I'm
I have
speaking
4
in-
ones,
I think he's still speaking in
which means there is no tie now.
Okay, so we offer.
All right, I will approach them and.
I can approach
Can
them.
we have Eldrith approach
I
him?
have high charisma, so.
Okay.
All right. Wish me luck, guys, and if I don't make it, someone take care of the spider for me.
Yes, ma'am. I'll take care
Aw.
of it.
I'll step on it.
Can the spider tell us anything?
No, the spider is just a little animal. Can anybody talk to animals?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Not me.
All right, so I approach.
Actually, I can.
All right, so I approach. I'm assuming that they've all seen me, and they're probably
Yes.
looking at me like I'm a tasty meal.
Yep,
Okay, run.
like a small appetizer. But they don't really make any notions of like offensive notions. They just look at you. They are no threat. You're no threat to them. What
Really
they
gonna
think.
hope they speak a language that I speak.
Well, maybe you should get Stool with you. It's your ultimate translation thing.
If Stool
But
dies,
Stool does not want to walk without Sassler.
of course he doesn't.
And Zassler's currently insane. Zassler needs to stay away from us.
Well, he just can't get too close. He
Well,
has
when
to
the
attack
fight
the
starts.
closest. Yeah, he'd have to attack the closest. So just move like a little, like off to the side.
Get a tank with you that's close to Sassler. It's what
Right.
I would do, but
He
So
can attack, but he can't talk.
I speak Abyssal, Draconic, Elvish, and Undercommon. Would they understand me in any of those languages?
yes, they will.
Okay, then I can communicate. So I will say to them very politely, sorry to intrude. I have a group of people. We're just trying to get through this cave to the other side. I was wondering if I could offer you some payment in exchange for safe passage. And I will roll a persuasion check. And I'm really gonna hope.
Yeah, don't screw it up. And basically, I need to look at their charisma, right, or their wisdom, to see if you can persuade them.
So if the module had in there that persuading them was part of what you could do, it's going to tell you what the difficulty check would probably be for it, what I'd have to hit in order to persuade them.
No, it doesn't really say this. That's the problem.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 16, so unless
Yes, you can even out. Actually, you're even with their wisdom, which means he's considering your offer, and he's telling you, how much food do we talk about?
Trying to calculate in my head what would be half of our rations.
6 times 8 is.
I had 3.
We
No,
have
no, you
8,
have
so it would
8.
be
Each
4.
of you have.
Yeah, so it would be 4 times 6.
8. Yep. Which is 24.
So 24 rations.
Okay. I have 12 days of rations that I can afford to pay.
Well, no, the 24 would be the half.
I'm
Yes,
starting
24 is the
low.
half.
Okay.
No, that is way too low. We eat more than you small little useless things. We want more. Do you have more?
I can double it to
No.
24. But that's all that we can spare.
That's just tell them that's all we have.
Well, you can't tell this to her because you're far away. What does it mean with spare? Do you have more than 24?
No, we don't. And I'm going to roll deception because that is a flat out lie. No, we don't. Son of a bitch. All right, guys,
sorry.
have fun. I think I'm becoming dinner.
You're a liar. You have one last chance. Do you really just have 24?
24 is all that I have to give you. Yes.
Okay, one last persuasion check.
24 is all that I have to give you. Yes.
Okay, one last persuasion check.
Rip Kenny.
How about we look in your bags and decide for ourselves?
No, I'm a private person. You're not allowed to look through my things.
While you are arguing with this Fomorian, you hear loud rumblings all around in the cave.
Oh crap, we can't fight them all.
Well, it is up to you what you want to do.
Look, you guys can take my offer of 24 and we can all just go on our separate ways and get out of this cave, or we can all stand here and let the gigantic ass worm that's chasing us eat all of us for dinner. It's up to you.
Worms? Worms are tasty. Let's get the worm.
So will you fight with us?
No.
All right, then are you going to go
How
after
about give us the 24 and we let pass you.
All right, I will have
Okay.
pass some of the 24 days worth of rations.
Okay, well, everybody of you put it down to 4. Okay, well, everybody of you put it down to 4. Cecily, you have 4 and not 1. Cecily, you have 4 and not 1. Okay. They basically take the food and let you pass. But while you pass, they're talking to each other. But you can't hear what they say. But one is pointing at you. Especially you, Miss Kinney.
That's fine. I'll deal with them later if I have to.
Roland, the map person. Roll another wisdom check and then a second one for forging. Okay. You arrive at your night's rest. And you forged 1 nightlight or 3 nightlights. But the loud rumbling followed you guys. And you arrived at your night's rest, basically.
Okay, well, I'm going to take my rations down to 3 and we set up watches.
I choose to sleep again, so maybe I'll get less insane.
Yep, you have to sleep no matter what. Actually, where is he? Need to know. Shushar is telling you guys that he can smell the Great Underlake. Actually, he says we are close, I think.
Good.
Well, maybe. It seems like there's a big giant monster in the lake.
But he's not recognizing any of the area here yet. But he thinks that you guys will reach soon an area where he can navigate. Okay. Basically Ethan has no dream tonight, or Cecily has no dream lot tonight. It's a nice and restful night. And nothing really happens.
Yay, so he's not crazy today.
And everybody gets healed?
Bummer.
Once Antipas triggers the long rest, we should all get healed. There we go. Once Antipas triggers the long rest.
I think this orc likes to drag you through the dirt.
Yep.
Everybody's gonna have a hobby.
I just like something to hang on to.
You guys are lucky.
I just like something to hang on to.
You guys are lucky. Well, the night is completely quiet, and your map person can look again at the map. The night is completely quiet, and your map person can look again at the map. Really? 2 times?
One was for map and one was for forage.
Okay, you don't forage then today because you don't find anything today.
For map and one was for forage.
Okay, you don't forage then today because you don't find anything today. You're encountering again webs today.
Dex check.
You're encountering again webs today. Yeah, wait.
Dex check.
Yes, roll please and dexterity check. Yes, roll please and dexterity check. Who's missing?
It's me,
Sasla.
rip me.
If it is a draw between him and the dex check, then he succeeded the dex check, right?
Oh, yes.
Kenny?
Yes, because he's the one that had to roll it. Tie goes to the person doing the rolling.
Okay, then Scorefield and Kinney, please roll a strength check.
Who? Sorry, I couldn't hear.
Kinney and Scorefield, please roll a strength check or an acrobatics check. Which one? The highest one you can choose.
I critted.
Well, Scorefield is really clumsy,
I critted.
and it appears that she was waking something in the corner.
Oops.
Or not. It's basically you can see a spider that is looking around, but it decides to not attack. And you guys get the heck out of there.
I'm fine with.
Go build though.
Well, yeah, we'd free her and then go.
Yes. It's actually with the roll that I did there, it was a 50-50 chance if the spider would have attacked or not. Okay, roll another travel check, please. Okay. Okay, roll another travel check, please. Okay. Well, I don't know why, but you ran into more spider webs. I literally do not fudge those rolls. Okay, just FYI. Do another dexterity check. Or saving throw.
Wow, another crit.
Yeah, suck is good. Well, Anvil, Kinney, Zessler roll either a strength or a dexterity acrobatics check. And see if you can get out of the. Nope.
Smart spiders.
You literally don't wake the spiders up. And you're moving on.
Awesome.
wrote another travel check.
Awesome.
Wrote another travel check.
Do I get to roll foraging again or no?
You rolled. You can just roll it once a day.
Oh.
Okay. You arrive at a good spot to rest. During the entire day, the rumbling didn't stop. It didn't get closer, didn't get further away. But sometimes you had the feeling that it was literally under you.
So we feel like the worm is literally under us?
Yeah, no, the sound.
Oh, okay.
Basically of the worm.
So we feel like the worm is literally
And yeah, Sharit gets more and more anxious. Actually, he just hopes that you guys arrive soon.
Okay, well, I guess we set up watches again. And I will take down day rations to 2.
Yep. Everybody, day rations to 2, please. Would you guys want to take a rest?
Yep.
Actually, no, real world bio break or something like this.
Yeah, I'd like to get something to drink, please.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
a
can.
drink would be good.
Okay, then
Okay.
let's have a 5-minute bio break.
Okay, be right back.
Yeah, a drink would be good. All right, be right back. Grabbing a drink. Be right back. Grabbing a drink.
You guys are really lucky to don't encounter any battles today. Or I'm sorry, I don't know how to say this.
How about bored?
Yeah. You're on the cusp to the next chapter.
How about bored?
Yeah. You're on the cusp to the next chapter.
Alright, I am back. Switching the stream back to being away from the Be Right Back screen. That matches my starting soon screen. That matches my starting soon screen. Just waiting on everyone else to come back from break so we can proceed.
I'm back.
Just waiting on everyone else to come back from break so we can.
Is everybody back?
I'm still here.
Never left.
Is everybody back?
I think Ethan and then
Never left.
Karatis.
I'm still here.
And then okay. Karatis. Oh no, he's here too. Okay, we're all back.
Okay, roll your travel check.
Okay, we're all back.
Okay, roll your travel check. Okay, you're traveling, and you hear a lot of commotion ahead of you. And it's a quite dark. Just ignore the left side of the. It's just a double thing for me to work with. It's a dark cave or a dark tunnel, and you have the feeling something is here.
Well, we have a nightlight. But if we do that, then that means they'll see us too. Well, we have a nightlight.
Yep, pretty much.
But if we do that, then that means they'll see us too.
I have dark vision.
As do I.
So
How
do I.
far is your dark vision?
We all do, in fact. It's 60 feet.
So do I.
I don't know how to. Oh, yeah, dark vision 60. Is that what that means?
Yeah, basically you
Yeah.
can see as though it's daylight up to 60 feet and as though it's low light up to, I think, 90, if I remember right.
Yeah. Well, do you guys want to look around and see if something is there?
Well, yeah, they're using their night vision to look.
Okay, then make a perception check.
Well, yeah, they're using their night vision to look. So everyone who has dark vision, do a perception check. So everyone who has dark vision, do a perception check.
Well, you see a large group of figures that is obviously waiting for people. And you hear the rumbling behind you really loud. And it appears that behind you the worm came out of the ground and is now traveling above Earth.
Can you like put something behind us to let us know what it looks like?
Yes, it will appear when it decides to appear.
Well, that means we can't retreat, so we're going to have to fight pretty much. Cause yeah, these guys don't look like they're willing to well, I don't know. Does anyone know in our party know
Ron, are
anything
you
about
ready to
these
die?
things?
Well-
Shushar said this is a scouting party. And there is no reasoning with them because they are basically from the same race in here. And they are highly aggressive, and usually scouting parties will take prisoners. But there's
I'm
no
not
reasoning
gonna
with
be a
them.
prisoner.
Yeah, I don't want to be
Ever
a
again.
prisoner again, so yeah.
Roll your initiative.
Yeah, I don't want to be a prisoner again, so yeah.
Roll your initiative.
Oh, I'm so crazy, so whoever's close to me, I attack,
I've
right?
been critting
No,
and
no,
now
no.
I get a
Crazy.
2.
Oh, I'm so crazy, so whoever's close to me, I attack.
You're not crazy right now, Ethan.
Okay.
Although you look it.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like Schofield
Huh?
goes first.
Huh.
Oh, it looks like Schofield goes first.
And Jim Jar says, I bet we will not survive this day.
And what do you give us if we do survive, Jim Jar?
I give you my 20 rations that I didn't give away.
What do you give us if we do survive? And okay, then I will go for it because if we die, then we lose everything anyways. So okay, then I will go for it because
So you've been hiding rations?
Yes.
Good to know. Hiding rations?
Who knows about the rest of the party too, you know?
Good to know.
Who knows about the rest of the party too?
I don't even know how to roll.
do they see that we're here? Like, do we have advantage on our first attacks?
No, they see you too now.
Do we have advantage on our first attacks?
No, but let me roll. Basically, Eldrith goes first. And she charges forward and tries to attack one of those guys with her longbow. And hits critical. Then Sarith runs forward.
Oh, they must be strong because that 9 damage was only light damage. Oh, they must be strong.
He's staying back
9 damage was only light damage.
and shoots with his crossbow. And he's missing. Scorfield's turn.
Really glad he's missing. Really glad he's missing. Alright, we can do this. We've got this, guys.
Scorfield?
I
Oh,
win.
you missed. And he hits. Just one. Prince Dendril. Prince Dendril. Well, he can't do anything. Zessler's turn.
I go kapow and Eldritch Blast. And I miss.
And the Kuatora looks. He's attacking her. And he misses. And he misses. Oh, I need to find him. It's stupid that. Oh, I need to find him. It's stupid that. And this guy crit. And hurts him light.
My initiative
Where's
was not good.
monitor 18?
Right in front of
Oh, that's
Elspeth. Right in front of Eldith, sorry.
okay. He's attacking her. And hits. But he has a double attack and can attack with his strikes too. Hits again. And she's dying. Well, the other monitor, 28, is rushing forward. Targeting him. It does the same thing. Ah, I clicked the wrong button.
Come on, it still shows that he missed.
It's a 0. And he hits 2.
Come on, it still shows that he missed.
It's a 0. And does 4 hits him again. And hurts him really bad. Then monitor number 25. That's the same thing. Hits him. And makes damage to Prince Dendril too. And Prince Dendril is hurting too. And who is this? Winked Eye. He wants to kill him. And attacks him with a spear. And misses. This guy misses too. It's Turvey's turn. This guy misses too. It's Turvey's turn. And she can make 2 attacks.
Too bad he won't turn into a werewolf at this point.
Yeah, unfortunately. Maybe they can learn it down the road. Yeah, unfortunately. And misses, but she has a double attack. And hits him. 8 damage. The Kuata 7, a 6. 8 damage. The Kuata 7, a 6. Attacks with a spear. Prince Danadrill, and he misses. Attacks with a spear. Okay, it's Karadas' turn. Prince Danadrill, and he misses.
So for now, Prince Benadryl is alive, so I get advantage on 29.
28.
Whatever.
Yep.
29.
28.
Whatever.
Yep.
Shit.
Alright, well, they're all bunched up. Oh, that's not going to be. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do Firebolt, I guess. For now.
Hey, I got a question. The NPCs we've been leveling, do the NPCs level too?
Yes. Actually, when you see Ron, because he's fighting, he increased his health points too.
And
Yeah,
I
okay.
totally
Is that-
missed.
And it's Envil's turn. And you're lucky that I didn't. And it's Envil's turn. And you're lucky that I didn't.
That you didn't what?
Never mind. He attacked the monitor and missed him.
The only reason I bring it up is because in the combat tracker, Ron's hit points is 15, and in his character sheet it's 25.
Already? I don't update. I'm sorry. I will change it then. Thank you. Already? I don't update. I'm sorry. I will change it then. Thank you.
Okay, so the 3 that I have targeted need to do a saving throw. Okay, so the 3 that I have targeted need to do a
And who's that?
the 3 that are directly straight ahead of me.
Which means 28 fat and 25. Wait, monitor?
Yes.
What do they need? Wait, saving. I just do it one.
Yes.
What do they need? Evidently, they don't succeed.
Okay.
Evidently, they don't succeed.
Okay.
And he's critting. And Prince Danadrill is dying.
But I can still stabilize him or bring him back, so.
Yeah.
But I can still stabilize him or bring him back, so.
I don't know. He's got all the rations.
No, it's the other
And he's
dude that
hitting
has
him?
all the racks. No, it's the other dude that has all the racks. Hey,
And
Jim Jar is the one who has all the Russians.
oh, hit. Critical.
Is the one who has all the Russians.
Oh, hit. Critical. He's hurting him. Shushar just looks and he's not doing anything. Because he don't wants to fight. Shushar just looks and he's not doing anything. Because he don't wants to fight. Is he done? With his turn? No, Sock, this is you, right? Is he done? With his turn? No, Sock, this is you, right?
It's Topsy's turn.
Yes, I know. I rolled for her. And she hits.
It's Topsy's turn.
Yes, I know. I rolled for her. And she hits. And hits a little bit. And it's Ron's turn. And hits a little bit. And it's Ron's turn. Is he done? Is he done? No, wait, he has a double attack, right? No,
Yeah, I
he
think
does. No. No, wait, he has.
I think Sog has the double attack.
Yeah.
I had the double attack, but it was not targeting when I did all that, I guess. I had the double attack, but it was not.
Oh yeah, it doesn't look like anything was targeted.
Yeah, nothing gave damage. So can you just add the 13 damage to whomever?
I was attacking the 18. That's what I was trying to do, but I unclicked myself when I used Ront.
Okay. Which means he's through. Okay. Which means he's through. And he's attacking with a spear. And he's hitting. And he's hitting. And Karadas is critical hurt.
It's not good that our tank is hurt.
Wait, I thought that the damage was just 2, and then it rolled a second damage of...
Yeah, because I have 1d6 plus 1 piercing and 1d8 plus piercing in this attack.
Oh.
And this guy attacks Zog with the spear, and he hits him.
I have a plan whenever I get another turn. It's not a great plan, but it's a plan.
And hurts Zog.
It's not a great plan, but it's a plan.
And it's Eldred's turn. Well, geez. Where's Sharik? He's attacking with his crossbow. And he misses. Scofield's turn. And he misses. Scofield's turn. He's attacking with his crossbow too. It misses. Prince Dandrel is dead. It's Zaslav's turn. It misses. Prince Dandrel is dead.
Ouch. It's alright. It's alright. Most of us are still alive. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Most of us are still alive. It's alright. I have a plan.
Oh, it's the Kuata's turn. And he's attacking with a spear again. Oh, it's the Kuata's turn. And he's attacking with a spear again. And he's hitting. It hurts the orc heavy.
So my mass cure wounds, it doesn't say, it says that whoever I choose regains hit points. It doesn't say if they're dying that they can't regain hit points.
I think they'd have to be
Well, you have to
stabilized first.
stabilize him first to bring him to 1, and then you would heal him.
Okay.
Although maybe healing does bring him
Because
back.
it doesn't say that.
Although maybe healing does. Is it not actually healing them when you're telling it to?
Well, no, I'm just wondering for my next turn what I could use.
Yeah, your cure wounds should work to heal them. Yeah, your cure wounds should work to heal them.
This one is hitting too.
Attacking me? Thanks for telling me that.
I'm sorry.
Attacking me? Thanks for telling me that.
I'm sorry. And Sorg is dying. And he misses this guy. Stool's turn. The Koata monitor is attacking. Kuradas because he can't walk away from. And hits. And he's dying too. No, he can't. He can walk away still, right? When he killed the guy besides him.
He can
Can he?
move now since Karatas is unconscious. Yes, he could move away and not get opportunity attack. He can move now since Karatas is unconscious. Yes, he could move away and not get opportunity.
And misses. No, it's this monitor's turn.
Quick
Hits
out of
her.
question character question. Quick out of question. Out of character question. I can't talk. You are 100% resistant to fire, right, Anvil?
Yes, yes I am.
All right, I've got a plan. 100% resistant to fire, right, Anvil?
Yes, yes I am.
All right, I've got a plan.
Well, Anvil is dead. Or it's 0%.
Someone needs to pick up my staff and use it.
I really don't think that's going to be an issue.
Okay.
I just want to say it's been nice meeting you, and yeah.
At this point, use the highest level stuff you have on everything ever.
Nah, this is GG.
I really think we should have, like, instead of attacking them,
Miss.
gone back and attack the worm instead.
No, same effect.
Where's the shrunken guy? Where's the shrunken guy? And he misses. It's Jervy's turn.
You know, when I used to play this game a long time ago, the GM used to only let us play maybe 3 or 4 days, and then he'd wipe the whole crew.
Well, that's what's happening, isn't it?
Yep, pretty much. This whole campaign looks like it's about over.
Yep.
I'm trying to
Maybe-
think positive.
All right, I'm positive we're all going to die.
And Jervy misses. And Quota 6, where's he?
You know, our last DM used to kind of skip over some of the monsters if we were all dying horribly.
Maybe you're supposed to die right now?
Well, get it over with then.
Maybe you're supposed to.
I'm still gonna
Those
fight
are
it
how we're
with.
kicking our ass.
I'm gonna fight it with
I'm-
everything I've got.
I'm sorry, it's so much.
It's okay. It is okay.
When the critical hit. I'm sorry, it's so much.
It's okay. It is okay. There are some scripted events that cause you to fall dead temporarily, yes. There are some scripted events that
Alcoratus is dead.
cause you to fall dead temporarily, yes.
I assume everybody makes their saving throws. It's Kinney's turn. I assume everybody makes their saving throws. It's Kinney's turn.
Is that a bad place to be, Kenny? Because then you have one on each side of you.
Again, at this point, it doesn't matter.
I'm just gonna put out my hands and throw fire at all of them. So I'm casting Burning Hands. I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level. It's gonna be a dex save for everyone that I have targeted.
Okay.
And the damage is actually going to be 3d6 fire.
Okay, they all rolled.
Well, it's 3d6 at 1st level, but I'm going to do it at 2nd level, so I get to throw another d6 in there.
Okay.
Well, it's 3d6 at 1st level, but I'm going to do it at 2nd level, so I get to throw another d6 in there.
Well, did this hurt them? Not really, right?
It
No,
did
not really.
some damage to some of them.
Yeah, but the third one doesn't do any damage to them.
Oh yeah, you'll need to manually calculate that in, because it doesn't... I can cast it at 2nd level, but it doesn't add the extra damage like it's
Okay,
supposed to.
where's 15?
I can cast it at 2nd level, but it doesn't add the extra damage like it's supposed to.
Where's 15? And the left arm guy?
That's the one right above Topsy or Turvy, whoever that is.
Yeah. Then Quota 12. No, I need to look them up in the... Then Quota 12. No, I need to look them up in the... Where are they?
12 is the one that's 2 ahead of her.
Where are they? Oh, that's 6 for me.
You mean in the list?
No, where's 12?
You mean in the list? 2 above Stool in the list.
Okay.
2 above Stool in the list.
Well, are you done with your turn, Kenny?
That's all I got. I have a feeling we're all going to wake up back in prison, by the way.
Those are not the drow, just FYI.
Or in some type of prison.
Those are not the drow, just FYI.
Or in some type of prison.
Next time it's Stool's turn, please don't skip over him, Papa.
Okay.
We don't want to lose Joel, though.
Runt is critically hurt. Okay. Now the quota monitor. He didn't like what Kinney did with his friend. Now the quota monitor. He didn't like what Kinney did with his friend.
Hang on a second.
What?
I have a reaction called Shield, which I just put in play. So what that does is it gives me a +5 bonus to my AC. So you actually did not hit me.
Isn't this a little bit late?
You hit the button before I could say it.
Okay, here's the second attack.
It's
And
still
it's a
up,
critical
so yeah.
hit.
Oh, it's crit, so even with the bonus, it doesn't matter. It's still up.
Well, you're critically.
Yeah, like I said, let's not drag this crap out.
Yeah, let's assume that you all die, basically. Okay?
Okay, we're all dead.
There is literally. They have so many hit points. You're not even. Some of them have still over 100 hit points.
I was gonna use Flash Ditch Effort and befriend them, and then get eaten. Yep. Okay, we died.
Okay, basically, all of you are 0 hit points. And they take you into. Until you take all stuff away from you and take you into prison. Actually, they imprison you. And they walk with you towards the lake, which means basically you're half dead, but you're walking or you get carried where you're supposed to be carried.
I knew we were food for something else.
Well, in the next night, you guys can't see anything because you're tied down and you're have blindfolded and all kinds of stuff. And you hear a lot of tumults and a large fight. And after the fight is over, all of you get healed up. And they remove the blindfolds from you.
Great, so they want us in good condition before they feed us to the monster in the lake.
Well, maybe those are other guys, but for your surprise, those are the same guys. Or, well, the same species, but different people. And basically, a female of them steps forwards and says to you guys, and now excuse me for the real bad pronunciation, it's real weird. I'm Lupin, Archpriest of the Sea Mother, Blip Dolph Plop. She answers my prayers by delivering you. Help us, and you will be rewarded for your service. Actually, I copy and paste this into service. I copy it into the chat that people that want to take notes can basically copy their names. Actually, when you look at them, they're aquatic creatures. And basically, they don't need any needs for boats in the Dark Lake. And she tells you you encountered actually a hunting party from there are two parties in their city. There's the one party that is praying to the Sea Mother, and then there is another party that is praying to the Sea Father. and the Sea Father requires sacrifices, and you were supposed to be sacrificed for getting sacrificed for the Sea Father,
Told you.
basically. And she says, I'm so sorry that we couldn't help you earlier, but we were far behind them. And she says, I'm so sorry that we couldn't help you earlier, but we were far behind them. And she offers you to bring you to their city.
I say we're able to help them, but I want to scavenge around and get the stuff back that the other guys took from us.
Yes, she gave you all your equipment back. That is why I never took it away from you. Yes, she gave you all your equipment back. That is why I never took it away.
Well, if they take us to the city, then that means we're out of this area. So I would say let's go.
I'd say let's go because it gives us more opportunity to potentially
Wait.
escape.
So were all my dreams pointless?
What dreams?
No, those dudes were actually going to feed you to the dude in the lake until she intervened.
Well, maybe the dude has nothing to do with this entire thing. It's just a dream right now.
And who knows which lake?
Yeah. Actually, on the way to the city, she explains to you that the inhabitants of Slob Ludop have lived in harmony, service to the will of the Sea Mother for some time. And there were some occasional visionaries, and she's taking a glance at Shushar in your company. But nothing of great concern. And a few weeks back, Blob Lipot, actually her daughter, experienced a powerful vision of Lemogogon, the Deep Father, and proclaimed him the new god of the people. And then she was backed up, her claims, with the increase in her magical power, and new followers flocked to her. And Blue Plopen explains more to you guys that basically now the entire city is split in two groups, and they are starting fighting among them. And
Sounds like America.
And the followers of the Deep Father have making more and more increasing offerings to the altar, to killing, making blood sacrifices, to cast a body, casting bloody cum. And basically all the blood went into the water of the Dark Lace, and where it is consumed by something. Make sense? Do you have any questions to her?
Not at the moment.
Make sense? Do you have any questions to her?
I would just ask her if there's, if we help her, will she help us get out of the cave system completely?
Well, she basically explains to you guys, sure, you can help me. You need to be my bait.
Bait?
Yes, the Archpriest of the Deep Father needs humanoid sacrifices. And we want to present you as basically offer you to them. And we bring you as a token of peace and reconciliation to the altar, where we will not tie you down, actually, just to be clear, and you will have your weapons, just to be close to them and take them, basically attack them and take them out, that this entire Deep Father story will have an end.
Yeah, and are they as strong as the ones that just wiped us out?
Yes. But my followers will help us. And you basically are the tip of the scale. basically are the tip of the scale. Do you want to
At least we'd have a
basically-
fighting chance.
do you want to
Well, you didn't actually heal us all, though, I don't think.
yeah, because you're still traveling.
No, you said they healed us first.
I'm sorry. Now you're all healed.
No, you said they healed us first. And will you be able to give us more rations and food and stuff like that before we go back onto our journey?
Yes, I will. After we take them over, there will most likely a large feast, and we will give you a boat that you can travel the Underlake with to find a way out. But we don't know a way out by ourselves because, like you see, we are sea creatures. We cannot go far away from water. Are you willing to help us?
I don't see that we have a choice.
Yeah, me too.
I don't see that we have a choice.
Yeah, me too.
Anybody else want to?
I say help them.
Well, so we've got 3 people for helping. What about the 3 guys? What did they say?
Slog put a 1 in the channel, so I'm guessing he's agreeing.
Okay. Then that's at least 4, so.
Karatis, help or not?
Okay. And Zessler.
I'll do whatever.
And Zessler.
I'll do whatever.
Okay. Okay, so we're helping. Okay. Okay, so we're helping.
Okay. Which means she brings you you guys walk towards Sloop Ludop. Those are really weird names, honestly. And Shushar, basically you guys walk and Shushar explains to you that his race, or they especially, are highly aggressive, and you can trust her for now, but you should take her with a grain of salt if her plan goes through, and you shouldn't think that they will welcome you for too long afterwards.
Oh, I know. This is just an opportunity to try to figure out how to get out of this mess later. Oh, I know. This is just an opportunity to try to.
And those guys are basically like, because he explained to you earlier in the prison that his entire race, they have sort of a madness over them, and this madness comes out when they especially fight. That is why he's reluctant to fight, and he's meditating a lot. Makes all sense.
Who said that?
Shushar, you're
Okay, Shushar.
he's basically one of them, but like what she said, or what she mentioned with her glance towards him, that he was one of those false people that came and gone. Okay, this is this map of Slobludop.
Slobbydop?
Okay, this is this map of.
Oh, Sloobydop.
Still loading for my wife. Is for anybody else loading? Okay. You guys basically come in at the south of the squared shrine there in the middle, and you get brought in one of the huts there, and that you guys can basically rest overnight and take your strength back. Do you guys want to? Actually, you're allowed to wander around in the city, actually around the shrine and south of the shrine. She says everything is fine to wander around, but she said you shouldn't go close to the to the lake right now because the Sea Father people are highly aggressive, especially when they see you. Then they take you and take you out.
Okay, well, are there any vendors around here or anything that can help us? Okay, well, are there any vendors around here or anything that can help us?
Not really. They don't have really anything to sell right now because everything they have, they took basically from the people and offered it to the Sea Father. Actually,
I don't know
when you
about
walk,
you guys, but it seems a little fishy to me.
actually, when you walk closer to the shrine of the Sea Mother, which means where you walk there, it is a 9-foot tall statue that stands there. Its body is roughly carved from some kind of wood in the shape of a humanoid female. Its head and forearms formed from the severed head and claws of a giant albino crayfish. And these parts are lashed on with strands of gut and emit an overpowering stench of rotting shellfish. And shells, brightly colored stones, mushrooms, and rotting fish are piled at the statue's feet and strung in garlands around her neck. And 4 stern Kuota slowly cycle the statue, alert and on guard, while a few others mill about and gazing up at the statue and bowing repeatedly while chanting.
Can the
And-
seam? Oh, go ahead.
And basically, Blub, actually the priestess of the Sea Mother, says to you that it is expected. Wait, let me read this first. Yeah, it's expected that you make an offering. If you want to figure out more about this goddess, you need to make it intelligence check.
Intelligence or investigation?
Intelligence.
Okay, hold on a sec.
I know nothing about anything.
Okay, hold on a sec.
I know nothing about anything.
So that's wisdom, right?
Nope,
No, intelligence.
intelligence is intelligence.
So that's wisdom, right?
Nope, intelligence is.
I'm not seeing intelligence anymore.
It's on the abilities on the left-hand side of your main page. Strength, Dex, Con, Int, Wiz. On the abilities on the left-hand side of your main page.
Oh, there it is.
Dex, Con, Int, Wiz.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, at least you have some smart people with you. And they figure out that.
Wait, Ethan didn't roll yet.
Yeah, but the other 3
Okay.
succeeded it, and they can tell you basically. Actually, Blitz Bull Pulp is a scavenger goddess, and meaning that the discarded and recovered items are worthy offerings, and more personal the better. Actually, the most worthy is when you regurgitate at a goddess' feet. It is considered a sincere show of faith.
Ew. I look very disgusted.
While you understand this, one of the Kuota actually is doing exactly this. Actually, he's regurgitating at her feet and basically puking all over her feet.
I am turning around and walking away.
I don't
think I'm
mind.
gonna
I'll
join her.
puke. I don't mind. I'll puke at the goddess's feet, especially if the goddess gives us some sort of blessing.
Walking
I'm
further
there with
away.
And
I'm
then I'm
with
gonna grab
Kenny,
a fork
man.
and
Religion's
get
for
the big
chumps.
pieces.
I have nothing against their religion, but I have a whole lot against that, so I'm walking away. I have nothing against their religion, but
Okay, well, I puked at her feet.
And the Kuota basically look at you and smile at you. Think
I
that
puked at her feet too. Mm-hmm.
okay, then and they are impressed of your amount. Actually, you basically did twice the amount of every Kuota that they ever saw. And they are really grateful that you are worshipping their god. Actually, while you're walking there to the right, you can take a glimpse on the towards the lake and see the statue of the Deep Father. And the idol of Lemogogon, the Deep Father, consists of a large height cut, roughly in shape, and manta ray stretched. Wait. Roughly in shape and manta ray stretched. Wait. There it is. And it's a manta ray stretched out on cords between two support poles. And that splayed out manta ray is pinned to the center of the hut. Two dead octopuses are wrapped across the top, and their tentacles pinned and artfully arrayed. And their heads are tied together and painted with red and blue pigments. And the idol reeks of decay, and the broad stone altar below the idol is stained with blood. And you can see 6 of the Kuota work at the altar, cleaning it up and arranging offerings. And Ploppen, actually the priestess, she's offering you a shrine to rest at her quarters near the shrine of the Deep Mother.
Well, I say we should rest while we can.
Okay, you guys basically walk away. Wait, let me read this first because I have to reread it because this is really complicated right now to set this up.
Well, do we want to
And,
keep going, or do we want to call it and give you time to prep for next week?
Yeah, it's a good thing because right now it's all set up for the showdown against the people.
Okay. If you're all set up, we're ready to keep going then.
Everybody agrees to it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Then have we, while we're taking our rest, did we level up by any chance?
Let me check.
While we're taking our rest, did we level up by any chance?
That's how many experience points you get dying.
We should have got experience points for talking our way through that big room of uglies.
And we went several days of walking.
Show me one game where you get no, wait, you get experience in World of Warcraft, never mind.
And in ESO.
Yeah.
For finding
And
locations.
in Ark Survival.
Actually, you just had one encounter, unfortunately, which you even lost, but I gave you the full experience. And it gave you 3,600 experience.
So where are we at? Does that mean we get to level?
2,679. No, you're not.
Oh.
Actually, you guys are smack on the level that you're supposed to be right now in the book. Just FYI. And Ethan, you should recognize those tentacles, right?
Why do you say that?
From
I'm
your
just-
nightmare.
Oh,
From your nightmare.
sure.
I believe the next level is 2,700, right?
Let me check.
Yes, that's what she
s-
said last week. Anyway.
That's what she said, right? Well, let's see if I can add somehow. That's what she said, right? Well, let's see if I can add somehow. Okay, now you're all above 2,700, which means you can level up. Then we have at least something to do while we are cutting earlier out.
Yippee! Time to level.
Remember, you just go in your character sheet. Remember, you just click on the little what is it called? The little glass on the right, like Barbarian 3. And then at the end you open it. What is it called? The little glass on the right, and then you click on the dragon besides your barbarian, and then open a different window, and then you drag the dragon from the window into your class level, and then it should level you up.
And because it's level 4, we get ability score improvements. Woohoo! And because it's level 4, we get ability score improvements. Woohoo!
I'm sorry that the travels were really boring today, but the die didn't.
Well, we weren't going to beat that group no matter what the die did.
Yes, this group is basically set up to fail. Actually,
Just so you know, not fun.
I know, but this is how the story goes.
Just so you know.
It's all right. Just remember when you're when you hit level 4, because you get something called ability score improvement, you can improve your abilities. Either 2 of them can go up by 1 or 1 of them can go up by 2. But you can't increase any score above 20. 2 of them can go up by 1 or 1 of them can go up by 2. But you can't increase any score above 20.
Oh darn, Blue Blopen is a man and not a woman. Sorry. Oh darn, Blue Blopen is a man and not a woman. Sorry.
Okay, I'll go get some.
I've got to try and figure out where to find my cantrips at again. Oh, there they are.
Believe me, next week you have enough stuff to kick ass with. Believe me, next week you have enough stuff to kick ass with.
So at level 4, it looks like I can increase ability score by 2 points. Which one should I increase?
For your class, I would probably go with Dex.
By 2 points. Which one should I increase?
For your class, I would probably go with Dex.
It's a good roll.
To do it, just click on this big square with the number in it and then type.
I did. I just double clicked by accident.
Just click on this
But it's done.
square with the number in it and then type.
I did. I just double clicked by accident. But it's done.
So it doesn't look like we get to learn any new spells, correct?
Depends on your class.
I can.
I can as well. Let me check and see for you.
Yeah, I'm confused by this.
I can't find a good spell that I like.
Or it looks like maybe I get a another second level spell. Or it looks like maybe I get another second level spell.
You get one more cantrip.
Right.
You get one more cantrip.
Right.
And let's see. Weird, it doesn't list. Yeah, so you get, I would guess you get another second level spell.
Okay, yeah, that's what it looked like to me. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Looked like to me. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I gotta go with Scorching Ray. I just like fire too much. I gotta go with Scorching Ray. I just like fire too much.
Oh, shoot.
Bang.
Oh, shoot.
Bang.
I just can't find a good level 2 spell I want.
Hang on a second, I'll help you, Ethan.
It's fine.
What type of what are you again, Ethan?
A warlock.
What type of
What exactly is your problem?
what are you again, Ethan?
Maybe I can help you. What exactly is your problem?
I
He
think
doesn't
I'm
know
just-
what spell to.
Or just
Yeah, I'm just trying to find.
He doesn't know what spell to.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find. Oh, spider climb looks like it would be useful. Looks like it would be useful.
Vampiric touch.
I'm not seeing that on here.
Yeah, I don't have that. That's on level 3, Kenny.
Oh,
That's a
sorry. I
lot of
was like,
damage that you can do, Sock.
wrong one. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong level.
Wait, can I use that?
Not yet. You're only
It
level.
says
You can only do
D4s,
level 2
20
spells.
D4s. That'd be fun, huh?
Wait, can I use
Yeah.
I scrolled too far.
Ooh, what about invisibility? Turning somebody invisible might become really helpful.
Yeah, I'll get that one.
Invisibility would be good. Hold person if you don't already have that.
No, I'll get invisibility.
Hold person if you don't already have that.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm ready as well.
Don't we stop yet, or should we go ahead? Just asking.
If you were ready to go ahead, we figured we'd go ahead.
Just asking.
I've got like
Maybe
an
just
hour
do
and a
one
half.
more. I'm sorry, what did you say?
Oh, I said I've got like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
that I
let's
can play.
let's stop here because the next part is a fairly long fight,
Okay.
prolonged by conversations and stuff like this.
Okay.
Actually, right now it's and I prepare a trader that will come in and you can buy equipment or stuff like this. Okay.
Oh, I thought you said traitor, and I'm like, no, don't make it stool.
Stool is your little buddy.
Alright, so that was a good session. We got a little bit further. We died but came back to life. That's not bad. So yeah, we'll go ahead and call it a night here and resume next Sunday, same time, same channel. So yeah, we'll go ahead and call it a night here.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Everybody
everyone.
done with their character? Sorry.
I'm done with my
Yep.
character, yeah. But thank you, everybody that tuned into the stream and listened along with us. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.